Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So it's really no secret, I think, that Google has paid quite a lot of money to Mozilla for its search engine to be set as the default in the Firefox web browser for the last couple of decades, which according to Mozilla makes up roughly 3/4 of its entire income. And as you may well know, Google is in an ongoing battle with the Department of Justice, DOJ, in the United States, which poses quite a threat to Mozilla's ability to keep Firefox going. Because the fact of the matter is that Google pays the Mozilla engineers and developers who build Firefox and Gecko is the engine that the browser is built on. So you get your Chromium and then you get your Gecko as an example. And because Google has been paying Mozilla billions to maintain Google Search as the default search engine in the browser, this is where the Department of Justice is coming in, where they are basically against this practice and call it anti-competitive. So that's why Mozilla now is up in arms, because they could lose all this funding. And this is all according to this post, which I'll leave in the description if you want more information. I'm just going to give you a rough overview, but if you want more info, this will be in the description. So as mentioned, if Mozilla loses its funding, it could basically be the end of the Firefox web browser as well as its Gecko engine. Now, according to Mozilla, this is why they say Google is the default search engine. It mentions Firefox users view Google as the best quality search engine. Mozilla experienced this firsthand when we switched the Firefox browser's default search engine from Google to Yahoo between 2014 and 2017 in an effort to support search competition. Firefox users found Yahoo's search quality lacking and some switched to Google search while others left the Firefox browser altogether. So that's according to Mozilla, and obviously over and above the money that Google is paying them, this is another reason why they say they have placed Google as the default search engine based on user choice. Now, according to Mozilla and Firefox, it says that it offers users greater and more easily accessible search engine choice than any major browser, from providing search engine shortcuts to easy default settings and a range of options in the address bar. Alternative search engines are readily available within Firefox. And according to that announcement by Mozilla, basically the breaking point is that, as mentioned, it's no secret that search revenue accounts for a large portion of its annual revenue. And Mozilla said that Firefox is an independent browser and it doesn't have its own OS devices or app store like other browsers do. So without this revenue from Google, Mozilla and other small independent browsers may be forced to scale back operations and cut support for critical projects like Gecko, which is the engine the browser is based on, which Mozilla says is the only remaining browser engine competing with Google's Chrome and Apple's WebKit. They carry on to say that smaller independent browsers like Firefox rely on monetization through search partnerships to sustain its work, but also they say the availability to provide a non-profit-backed alternative to Chrome, Edge, and Safari. So at the end of the day, Mozilla finishes off, remember the article will be linked, Mozilla finishes off by saying it recognizes the importance of improving search competition. However, doing so shouldn't come at the cost of browser competition. It says it believes the courts should ensure that small and independent browsers are not harmed in any final remedies. Without this, we risk trading one monopoly for another. And the vibrant, they say, people-first web we've spent decades fighting for could begin to fade. That's according to Mozilla. And this post, which as mentioned will be linked. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go from here. And if Google is forced to so-called cut ties with the browser. So what do you guys think? Once again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd be interested to hear. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.